a game where the Hawks never, ever let it get out of control. That was my one thought watching the entire game, from first quarter to the last whistle. I was like, dude, the Hawks have never once given up control in this game. And they just kept battling and battling and chipping, and finally they finished it off with a dub. Sorry. Wow, that was so inappropriate. But today on TikTok Live, I got inundated with New Yorkers calling in because on my predictions, as you guys can see right here, well, bang! I have up near the top there, covered by the chat, I have the Hawks beating the Knicks in 4-2. Hawks in 6. And everyone's like, you're the biggest idiot I've ever met in my life. And I said, brother, I made these before the playoffs even started. How was I supposed to know they were supposed to lose game 1? That's why Luka ain't nominated for MVP and Shea will win again because Silver Glaze. Okay, what are we doing now? All right, what are we doing now? We're done with that. We're not being mean to Zach anymore. We're going live on TikTok. Hopefully these guys show back up. What are the odds of the New Yorker Knicks fans actually showing back up, though? You know what I mean? When I think of, like, loyal, good people, Knicks fans aren't the number one thing that pops into my head. We are at halftime right now between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets in what is a thrilling game. Minnesota was down 19 at one point, and now we have a tie game in the first half. The reason the game is tied is Jamal Murray had a half-court shot at the buzzer to tie the game at 64. Jamal Murray has 23 points so far in the game. I wish Knicks were still good like last year. Last year was fun in New York, dude. Do you know, like, they don't have a game for the next 2 days. They're traveling to Atlanta. The noise around New York is going to get so loud. I absolutely cannot wait. I'm so excited to sit here and watch it all happen. Because when the Knicks lose, the media, brother, dude, chicken dinner winner. I'm stressing over this Stars game, said JD. What up, JD? We also had the Hurricanes win in overtime against the Canadiens. I don't know. Let's take a look at this box score right now of this game, if I can figure out how to pull anything up, because I have my tail tucked between my legs right now. I'm rocking my tail out. We're getting a call right now. Dude, look at this area code. NSFCMTVCA. What the heck is that? This is probably not going to be good. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ, widescreen radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, God bless you, bro. I'm David. I'm from San Francisco. I just wanted to ask about the Steelers. Do you think Will Howard's the guy, or do you think they should really push for Aaron Rodgers?
I think Will Howard is not close to the guy, but also Aaron Rodgers is quite old, so I don't know if he's the answer there. The question is, do you guys draft Ty Simpson at 19?
You know, I don't think so. I'm thinking more receiver. Nigger.
And what did you think was going to happen there, David from San Francisco? SFFC, I should just dox him. I'll just give his number out. What's up, guys? If you guys did not hear that phone call, it was a man screaming a word that people that look like me do not say. Was that guy sitting here waiting the whole time for that? Do you think he followed like 2 weeks ago? And he was like, oh, man, he's always live when I'm at work. I never get to call in and drop it hard on him. And then he's like, oh, no, dude, he's here. He's live. Oh, my gosh, I can say it now. You know his palms were sweaty, knees were weak when he's doing that. Bro actually took Hawks in 6. What are we doing? Dion Burks, I know. Isn't that crazy? Before the series started, I took the Hawks in 6, and now it's going back to Atlanta, tied at 1 apiece. I got game notes for you. The final stretch of this game. So it was 97-100 with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter when the Hawks cut the lead down to 3. J.D. Walker, what's the score in the Stars game? Kuminga blocks Brunson. Jalen Johnson finally hits a shot in the fourth quarter to get the game to a 1-point lead. It was a 12-4 run in the 3 minutes of this stretch. Hart missed a wide-open 3. Kuminga got the rebound. Bridges got the steal. And they called the timeout with 1-point lead over in New York. Now, the next 2:43, Atlanta basically took over the game. It ended up being down to 107-103 as Atlanta was on a 28-12 run in the fourth quarter. I got some fourth quarter stats if you guys want them. Sam Shetry, thank you for the follow. What were the Knicks doing not calling a timeout? They actually, Dion Burks, that is hilarious that you bring that up. 2-1 Stars in the third. How do people feel after getting the Stars to scream, I don't know. I can't read. You're a definite Lakers fan. Yes, sir, JB. What up? The Knicks actually did not have a timeout. Mike Breen was freaking out. He's like, they have a timeout they're going to use. Oh, they're not using their timeout. They could use their timeout. Why aren't they using their timeout? They actually did not have one in the game. And this brings us to a greater point. This score bug situation that's happening right now with the NBA. There's issues with the score bug. Obviously, there's issues all over the place with Amazon Prime. Whoever's calling into that 308 number will take you next. So 308, you are up next. The phone lines are loading up, guys. If you want to call into the show, it is 213-352-5216. Wait, is Oreo going to lose his streak? Where is he? Someone wake up Oreo. Oreo.com. It showed up on the score bug. I know, Dion, because Mike Breen kept saying it. But rest assured, I did my due diligence, and I made sure to double check. New York did not have a timeout in that situation. They used all of their timeouts after going down 4, after being up the entire game. You still think the Pistons take the series? Drew, I made these at the beginning of the playoffs, like it says kind of right smack in the middle, but yeah, I think Detroit still does. Is it going to happen in 6 like I predicted? I don't know. That's going to be a tough stretch. You got the C's going all the way, right? JB40, what up, dog? No, sir, I've got the Cavs going all the way, and the Cavs looked unbelievable in their game. They looked dominant in the win over Toronto as Brandon Ingram, once again, has left the building. Brandon Ingram had 7 points tonight. He shot 20% from the field. I got to give you guys one of these. You guys hear the sound effects? And this was a game that this was a game that the Raptors could have stolen in the Cavs barn. Because you had Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett both had 20 plus. You had 3 dudes off the bench that no one's ever heard of in their entire lives. Himmy. Magic winning the series. He's anti-Pistons. He's big on the Magic. But Himmy Not Jimmy's been on the Magic the entire year. Can you believe that this is the same Magic team that lost to the G League Celtics team? And fun fact about that, if the Magic had beat that Celtics team, the Hawks would have been in the play-in, and New York would have been playing the Magic. New York would have gotten swept by Orlando, bro. Magic could beat the Pistons, though. There he is. Of the Wolves are staying tight all game at home. Weird, they're taking it. Dozier. Yeah, we're watching this game right now. It's a tie game, and it was a 19-point deficit for Minnesota really early in the first quarter. Anthony Edwards is dealing with runner's knee. I don't know what that is. They're like, hey, this is the thing that Steph Curry had. I don't care. I don't care about Steph Curry. He's not in the playoffs anymore. Bro is washed. Hey, yeah, I heard it. You heard it here first. Steph Curry, you're washed. When was the last time the Angels made the playoffs? XD1's being a total jerk to me right now. It's been a long time. I believe 2014. That deficit was largely due to the refs, by the way. It's a me. Bro, you must be watching ball like a hawk because the refs were terrible in the first half of this game. They were trying to like neutralize the emotions that were happening on the court, and it was not working. It was making things worse. Steph is also 37. Bro, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Liam. Take that back now. Deion Burks is in here, hanging out, talking ball with the boys. Fellas, we're also live on Twitch, and we're on YouTube.com if you want to see the full experience. And the full experience is just my face, much bigger. Dude, and you get sound effects. Imagine what a man would do for sound effects. Give a man a soundboard, and electricity, and Wi-Fi, and the internet, and like a nice algorithm to get fed short-form vertical content, and a TV for sports, and some food, and an unlimited pizza, and a man will, and beer, and a man will be good for life, brother. GFL. Why do you think the Hawks in 6? I don't know. I just watched the game, brother. Because CJ McCollum's an absolute star right now. Jokic hits the first shot. Actually, he missed it. Nice. Good start for Zach. I try to be super accurate on these shows, so good start with me. Just one bad game. It's okay. Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6? That's crazy. This is a Hawks team, I think, that played really well in both games. I know the first one they lost by, 12, 13? They hung around the entire game, and with the 4 or 5 minutes left on the clock, they did have a chance to win that game. It wasn't over, right? We didn't walk away. They didn't sit all the starters. That game was a tight game down to the end. The Hawks did have a moment. They got back into it. Tonight looked like the opposite. Jamal Murray for 3, wet. Jamal Murray now has 26 points on the night. He looks unbelievable. The Hawks did not look like a good basketball team, but they kept hanging around. My one note the entire time was the Hawks are here and they are not going away. The Stars just scored. It's 3-1 Stars. Sports are awesome right now. Sports are so hot. The only thing hotter than Zendaya right now are sports. Bro, come on. There's that number. Sorry about that, brother. We'll take you right now. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello, brother.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, bro? How are you doing? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
You got to mute the stream in the background.
My name's Gavin from Nebraska. I'm sorry.
All right, Gavin, you got to mute the stream in the background because you're currently listening to the stream, which is a little bit delayed. I think that's what's happening. But Gavin from Nebraska, were you able to watch the basketball tonight, brother?
I was actually, yeah. It looked like the Knicks were going to take it pretty much the whole way through until the end. TJ McCollum was crazy.
CJ McCollum went absolutely off. In the fourth quarter, the Knicks shot 5 for 22. They were 21%, and the Hawks were 72% in the fourth quarter, and that's where the game was won.
In the Garden, too, so it makes you wonder what's going to happen when they go back to Atlanta.
I just didn't have on my bingo card, and Griffin, maybe you're more an experienced bingo player than I am, but I just did not have CJ McCollum being the villain in this series.
No, me neither, because he was just a mid-level, pretty basic player on the Wizards. Nigger.
The Hawks got no chance, bro. CJ's game is a one-off. Adele, are you kidding me? Didn't he had 26 in game 1, he had 32 in game 2. He has the most points of any player in this series so far. I don't think that's a one-off. Second video to get 1K likes. I'm finally getting views. This is awesome. I gained 130 followers in the past week and a half. Well, I got you 27 today. Going live. And a couple the other day. But the clips are absolutely crushing. Were you guys able to hear what he said? JP Stover, what up? Liking the live. Hawks locked up. CJ still him. JJ and Nas still need to unleash. That's the crazy part about this game. Is this a game that the Hawks won without their superstars? CJ McCollum obviously had the 32. Kuminga, he was struggling the entire game and somehow found a way later in the game to figure it out. JD Walker is calling into the show, wants to talk a little bit of puck, wants to talk a little bit of hockey. We'll talk with him for just a little bit. JD Walker, what up, bro? Stars just scored, baby.
Yes, sir. 3-1 Stars.
3-1 Stars. It looks like the Stars are going to walk away with a victory. It's now going to be 1-1, correct, JD?
What'd you say? Sorry, broke up.
It's now going to be 1-1 in the series?
Yes, sir. Going back to Minnesota.
Going to Minnesota.
Going to Minnesota.
Going to Minnesota. Yeah, we dropped one at home, but hopefully we get another one. The Stars are looking good, bro. Who scored tonight? Who looked good? I wasn't able to watch.
Jason Robertson scored. Matt Duchene scored, and I was at work on the first goal, so I don't know the first one.
But you got that robo goal in you. The Stars are looking good. How's your confidence going into the rest of the series with the Minnesota Wild?
We take one in Minnesota, then we're winning the series. If we don't,
there you go, brother.
Well, then I don't know. But I feel confident in our Game 7. But to be fair, that was with Pete DeBoer, not with our coach now, so I don't know.
We are a Game 7 team. I think that historically will transfer over to the playoffs. We're going to be looking good. Brother, it's a 70-69 game right now in Denver and Minnesota. Who you got winning the rest of this, JD?
For Thunder's sake, I want the Nuggets, so then the Nuggets can beat the Spurs.
Oh, so this sounds like a scared Thunder fan.
Oh, no, I'm not scared. Wemby's horrible. He has no bag. All he has is 7'5".
All he is 7'5". That's kind of all you need right now, I feel like, in the NBA.
Literally, he has no bag. Nothing you think of Wemby, only you think is height. Oh, Wemby's tall. You don't think of a move he does.
JD, if you were 7'5", would you be better than Wemby?
I mean, I don't know. No, I wouldn't say so because I wouldn't be like a. I don't think I would like. No, I want to be French, but I also want to be playing basketball. I'd be the tallest NFL wide receiver of all time.
What would you do with your height?
I would be the tallest NFL wide receiver of all time.
I think you'd be pretty good catching balls in the back of the end zone, dude.
Yeah.
You know what?
Also, the Wild just scored. It's 3-2.
3-2. It's getting tight. You know what I just thought of, JD, and thank you for bringing this upon us and blessing us. What's up, Dallin Adam? Wild just scored 3-2. He's on top of it. Thank you for the score update. Why don't NFL athletes just employ a 7-footer and put them at nose tackle on field goal block and just have them block field goals?
I think it's more 7-footers don't want to play football because they know they're going to get killed.
And they can make millions of dollars playing basketball. Do you think that factors into it?
Yeah, because it's less physical in basketball. yes, Shea can get touched and he gets a foul called barely. Like, barely gets touched and he gets a foul call. Same with Luka, same with Wemby. So,
well, okay, all right. You're just throwing Luka in there to, like, soften the
Luka
blow.
has drawn more fouls than Shea. Shea's not even top 5 this year.
Iceman305 said field goal block specialist is crazy roster space. It'd be funny if I only had one backup QB, but I did have a field goal block specialist. I think that's what my team would be. JD, brother, thanks for calling in. Any words of wisdom on your way out, dog?
The people that called before me are weird to the N-word.
Yeah. Of course they are. Go Stars, baby. Peace out, JD.
Yes, sir. Go Stars.
My guy, JD Walker. Yeah, Iceman, I think on my team, we're going to have a field goal block specialist. You want to know another thing that we're doing on my team? No male cheerleaders. Chicks only. Not having dudes with pom-poms. Rudy Gobert's at the free throw line and he misses. Imagine that. Yeah, Himmy Not Jimmy had to remind us real quick. Wemby is the depoy, by the way. Whoever that 959 number is, we will take you in about 5 minutes here. At 4 minutes. That 959 number, you'll be next up on the callers. 959. Because 308 worked out really well. As a Hawks fan, how do you think they pull it off? Going back home with a split series, 1-1. Listen, that first game was a closer game than the final score said. They had a chance at the end of it. It was a close game through and through. This game was less tight than the first one. And the Hawks still found a way to pull it off. Here's the thing. Is that Sam or Hayden? It's Hayden. Sam, I need a McDaniels. I don't do that. Lakers in 5. Let's go, Broden. Let's go. 7th round pick, 245, 7'3" nose tackle is hilarious. Thank you, Iceman. I do this blind. I do this with my hands tied behind my back. The guy right now that they're showing on the screen is the worst hair I've ever seen in my life. If I ever get a bad haircut, please, guys, tell me. Vehemently disagree with it. Spaghetti Louse. What's up, Zach? Love to see the live, brother. What up, Spaghetti Soulless? Spaghetti Souls? Dude, glad to see you here, brother. And you're a subscriber with Prime. Unbelievable stuff. Spaghetti in the Twitch chat. Balling out. M2 Valid with the follow. JP with the follow. How concerned are you about the Pistons? I'm not concerned at all. I don't give a crap about the Pistons. I am only concerned with the Los Angeles Lakers and the Anaheim Angels of Anaheim and the Los Angeles Chargers. Dude, my fandom right now is good, bro. My fandom's locked in. Chargers have the best quarterback in all of football and the best offensive mind in all of football on their team, and Jim Harbaugh. Who wouldn't want to play for that guy? The Lakers have LeBron James. And then the Anaheim Angels have Mike Trout. And we're balling out right now, playing some good baseball. My life is good. Call into the show and tell me about your life. How did the Lakers size up with OKC? So when they played in the regular season, they only lost by 40. 45. But in that game, Luka he played in the first half, and they were down like 40 in the first half. But here's my breakdown of the OKC and the Lakers series, right? Suns 4-1. Good shout, 9X. Bro, respectfully, Herbie overrated. Hey, Dallin Adam, this one's for you. Fast Drake, what up? Chargers quarterback probably won't be able to walk after week 3. You're being mean. You're being a jerk. The Lakers size up really well with OKC, in my opinion. So by the time they get to that series, that's going to be next round. I've already projected Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will not be playing in that series. I have some notes here. I think he's going to be hurt. And then I think Chet is also going to be hurt in that series. And I also I have it as a Lakers 4-1 over OKC in next round series because the whole team got hurt. Joe Alt is y'all's savior. And Rashawn Slater. Minnesota has now taken a lead off the Ant-Man going in for the and one. Like a boss, like a G. I know, I'm sorry, JD. Go Cavs. I'm with you. Cavs sweep. Hawks have maybe 3 people. Wow, the Knicks are nothing without Brunson. Tokes. I think they're more than just Jalen Brunson, but yeah, I can see it. Thunder in 4, Hayden. Yeah, I can see that one too as well. I do think at the beginning of the series, I did think the Suns would steal the game, but after watching game 1, no shot anymore. Spurs in 4. Now that one, Hayden K. I do believe in Denny Advia. How could you not? Big fans of Danny Advia over here, if you know what I mean. Yummy, yummy. I think Portland is a good enough basketball team to win a game at home against San Antonio. I also like Victor Wembanyama had 35 points in that game. Every time he jumps, I get scared. Is that just me? Maybe I'm afraid of spiders. Maybe I have arachnophobia. That's why. But every time I do have a fear of heights. Everybody, drop your biggest fear in the chat. Mine's dying alone. Could the Lakers beat the Spurs? Do they have LeBron James on their team? What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ, widescreen radio, Spaghetti's Afraid of Oceans. Sorry about that, brother. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Vincent.
What is it?
Vincent.
Vincent.
V-I-N. Yeah.
Nice. Where are you calling from, Vincent?
I'm from Connecticut.
From CT. Brother, what team are you a fan of?
Mostly Boston teams like the Red Sox and the Bruins. That's the two sports I mainly watch, baseball and hockey.
Oh, nice, brother. We're talking a lot of NBA basketball tonight. But yeah, the Red Sox have not been nice, bro. Did you watch the games today?
I did. I watched the Knicks game?
Yeah.
It was a good game. Nigger.
Knicks lost to the Hawks in that game. Spaghetti's just like oceans. I love Denny, but Wemby is too dominant. Sorry, guys, I couldn't give you that call because we all know what that person was calling in to do. To attack Vini from widescreen. Lakers series going like 6 or 7, then OKC is ending in 4. Lakers will get swept by OKC if we do meet up, and OKC is not neutralized to the point where the entire team has been neutered. I'm now afraid of the phone line. Lakers in 7, 5. If you're calling into the show, say that's me so I can see your profile. Mine's nuclear war. Young Flap is in here. Brother, what up, Flap? Nuclear war is a crazy fear. I did have a thought about nuclear war the other day. It wasn't just necessarily nuclear war. Have you guys seen the show or the movie, something, I don't know, the Obama movie that they made with Ethan Hawke and the Capital One lady? They made a movie, and there was an EMP that went off, and all of technology, all of the internet, all of comms were just down. And that would be the scariest part, was just not being able to talk to people. Being like, hey, I can't shoot a text. Why can't I slide up on this girl's story? Oh, yeah. It's because we're at war with China. Oh, sorry. We're not. We are, but not. We always will be, I think. Hit me not Jimmy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think America will always be at war with... When the Knicks lost a game to the Pistons, everyone was saying Pistons were going to win this series. VVVs, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I appreciate you, dog. Could you elaborate more? I would love to know what you're talking about. In so many more ways than just one. I don't want to just completely gloss over the Cleveland and Toronto game because Cleveland did look dominant in this game. Like I said earlier, Brandon Ingram absolutely disappeared. It's a 3-point lead from Minnesota. In this game, he only had 7. They lost the game by 10. It wasn't like Toronto got blown out in this game. If anything, this was an opportunity for Toronto to steal one on the road. Scotty Barnes and RJ both had 20-plus in this game. Listen, dude, there are 3 dudes that came off the bench and all had like 15, 13, and 17. No one's ever heard of these guys. If you've heard of these guys, I swear to you, you're a liar. Or you know the most ball of all time, or you are Canadian. Sandro Mama Kulala-Shavili? Are you kidding me? Who is that? Colin Murray-Boyles and Jacoby Walter all had insane games off the bench for Toronto. Hey, who the crap is Sandro Mama Kulala-Shavili? Am I saying it completely wrong? Or what if that's 100% accuracy? First try. Yeah, XT1. We should make bets. Because that's what we do. This is what we do. This is who we are. We're dope as PR. We're dope as PR. Jokic drives to the hole on Naz Reid. Defense too. Oh, they called a foul on Naz Reid. Naz Reid will be joining the show at some point later in the day. Mamu. At this point, you got to only accept callers that have called before. JD, I'm going to war right now. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but I'm at war with Knicks fans. Hey, what up, dog? See you later, New York. They were being super mean to me in the chat today, and so I was getting very frustrated. I threw my pen, I threw my headphones. I actually had a full-blown cortisol spike. Toronto Blue Jays beat the Angels 5-2. Oops. Dylan Cease with the dub. Dylan Cease looks good for Toronto. Blue Jays are playing good baseball-ish. I got so mad at the New Yorkers. I threw my headphones on the ground in disgust, and my headphones blew open. My headphones got in big trouble. They couldn't fit on my head anymore. Knicks fans are so sorry. Eric, they were coming out of like every orifice of my body, like crawling out of me, like maggots in a dead body in a corpse. No rigor mortis. Got to be careful with that word. 76-77, Denver has the lead after going on a 4-0 run quick. Nikola Jokic, he's only had 9 shots on the game. He's not producing offensively, points-wise, but you know Nikola Jokic is always showing up. That big, sexy Serbian. Do you think anyone thinks he's hot? Do you think there's any chick out there that's like, dude, you know who's the hottest player in the NBA? The Serbian guy for the Nuggets. Oh, big, sexy 15? Yeah, he's got 15 cool points in this game, 11 boards, and 7 assists. Yeah, he's the best in the world. The reason that Nikola Jokic should be the MVP, firmly, no flap. You got that one? And one. 79-77 now. No player has ever led the league in rebounds per game and assists per game. Jokic is the first one to ever do it. And he just hit a 3. Wild. He heard me. Do you think they're tuned into TBWZ live at Ball Arena right now? Bro, Ball Arena, more like ballerina. Nikola Jokic dancing around the Minnesota, what are the names? Timberwolves? Crap. Ant low-key frying right now. Lee Lard, thank you for the follow. That's a cool name, brother. Where did you get it? Did your mother name you that? Be crazy. The worst name a mother's ever named her kid is Danis. Danis Jenkins, maybe the dumbest name I've ever heard of in my life. I was about to post a clip. I'm probably going to post it tomorrow. I'm going to get in big trouble for it. I said something terrible about Danis Jenkins' family. Awful about his family. It's one that will come back to bite me one day. Danis Jenkins like, hey, I remember that clip. I remember you. I'm going to war with Knicks fans, Stephon Diggs, Jamar Chase, and Danis Jenkins. That sounds like a mighty, mighty war to me. Will you join my side? Will you fight with me, brother? Christian Braun up ahead to Johnson. Johnson to Hardaway. Never mind. Jamal Murray. +2. Nuggets up in front by 3 points. Chris Finch, hair looking dialed in like he didn't miss a beat this morning. Jamal Murray now is 28. He's 10 for 20 from the field. Having an unbelievable game in this first-round matchup. And for 3, off the front of the rim, Aaron Gordon rebounds. Out in front to Tim Hardaway Jr. Tim Hardaway goes up. Blocked by Anthony Edwards. Runner's knee. What? There's no shot. Anthony Edwards is hurt right now. There's no shot. I was about to write down when I was doing my notes for this game, Anthony Edwards looks a little bit slow. And then I saw him throw down a nasty haymaker. What am I saying? Haymaker? Dunk? I was trying to put the words windmill and haymaker together. I said haymail. Haymaker? Let's do some etymology right now. What's your favorite ology? Mine's sports psychology. Just kidding. Mine's biology. I love bio. Big fan of cells. Jokic backing down McDaniels, goes up and makes it, and the foul, and 1. 5-point lead for Denver with Jokic at the line, trying to make it 6. Cavs Pistons prediction. Oh, so Aiden already wants to go to the Cavs Pistons series. Let's talk about it, bro. I've got the Cavs in that series, man. If the Pistons even make it, I would take the Cavs over the Magic as well. Oh, so that's why Jimmy has the Magic. It all makes sense now. Himmy Not Jimmy loves the Cavaliers. This all makes so much more sense now. Got it. Agree. Aiden, you're the absolute man, bro. Said one thing. He's like, yep, this guy knows ball. Jokic does hit the free throw. There's 4 minutes left in the third quarter. We are looking at a 6-point game. Reminder, Minnesota was down 19 at one point in the first quarter. 19, they started so slow. Aiden hit us with a follow, too. Oh, my gosh, bro. Thank you. Cavs first ring since 2016, a decade later. That's crazy. That was a decade ago. I remember exactly where I was when Kyrie Irving hit that 3. I was at Danny Carter's house. Shout out to Danny Carter. Mokes in the backyard. Oh, all right. L. Massive L. We're taking it. Oh, pause. Guys, no one clocked this except for me. I'm the only person on Twitter that tweeted this. Jamal Crawford, middle of the game, said Jalen Johnson needs to be more ball dominant. And then he goes, pause. And then he completes the sentence, if the Hawks want to win this game. Christian Braun for 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound, no. Naz Reid gets the ball. Anthony Edwards controls it. Slowing down the pace a little bit, but now he's driving to the hole on Christian Braun. Goes all the way. Misses the layup. Thought he got fouled. No, Aaron Gordon with the rebound. I love when Aaron Gordon handles the ball. Can you tell me what the score is? Yeah, sure. 79-85. Christian Braun to the hole. Misses. 6-point lead for Minnesota as they drive. Jaden McDaniels to the hole. Finishes around the rim. Anthony Edwards rebound. Tips it back in. Back to 4. I think I should just do a full-on commentary of the game. I think that's my next step. They're like, hey, I know you had this dream and you want to like do sports content and you want to have like your own sports show, your own radio show, live, widescreen radio. What if you just became a commentator? I'd be the worst commentator of all time. I would say nasty, nasty things. I would say bad things about like Dennis Jenkins' name. Jokic for 2. Makes it. 6-point game. Timeout Minnesota. Chris Finch is furious. They did say 2026 is the new 2016. And Unicorn Frapp and Justin Bieber and OBJ are all back. That is very, very true. OBJ is back in the New York Giants facility. What is happening? What is this world? We are the world. Power play Stars, 1 minute left. Book it. Stars, I'm gonna call it right now. Stars win. Stars beat the Wild. I wish I could watch both the NHL playoffs and the NBA playoffs. For me personally, I struggle to be able to really, really dive in on both. If anything, I want to be locked in, round the clock, top jock, with my... Okay. That was so inappropriate. I keep almost saying nasty, nasty things. And I'm trying to pause and I'm trying to stop. Speaking of pause, did I tell the Jamal Crawford story? The Cavaliers unleashed their three-headed in Mobley, Harden, and Spida Mitchell combined for 63 points. James Harden was vintage. I believe he became the oldest player to have 25 points and 5 steals in a playoff game. Yes, that James Harden. Yes, that beard. That guy who started for the Clippers this season and winds up in Cleveland. And now the Clippers are going home. The Clippers are going home tonight. No, they've already been home. Sorry, not tonight. They've been home. James Harden lucked out so much, dude. I don't want to say and sit here and be like, I don't think that the Clippers would have gotten to the... I think the Clippers would have been firmly in the playoffs if they still had James Harden. They'd probably still be playing basketball. But I don't know that for beyond a shadow of a doubt. That was the worst sentence ever. Holy crap, I can't talk. My guy, Tone from New York. What is up, brother? How are you? Hey, yo, Tone.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's up, bro?
Oh, hello. Yeah, man. Yo, I don't think I need to explain myself,
No.
anymore. I think what I saw today really disappointed me and proved my point that the Knicks, no matter how good they are, still lose to CJ McCollum. I saw the box score, right?
Yeah.
Everybody in the Knicks, everybody that played, right?
Yeah.
Everybody that played. Everyone on the Knicks dropped double digits tonight. And they still lost to a 9 and 30 3-point shot attempts from the Atlanta Hawks. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm so frustrated.
The Knicks shot 54% in the first 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, they were 5 for 22 and shot 21%.
It's the paint defense. You let CJ McCollum get too comfortable at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't think he was going to show up and be the villain of this series, but he's taking on that role, dog.
He got me mad. I'm not going to lie. I saw an Instagram reel not too long ago about CJ McCollum talking about Jalen Brunson and how like he flopped too much. So Jalen Johnson told CJ McCollum he thought he was on Broadway. He's freestyling. He's just talking out of his butt. Like, he's just yapping over there, bro. CJ McCollum, I'm not going to lie. Like you said, that was the point. I didn't expect CJ McCollum to be the villain. I thought it was going to be Jalen Johnson or at least Nikhil Alexander Walker,
Yeah, but those two guys both, like, are kind of shying away from the big moments, and CJ McCollum is stepping right up.
I think it's because, they're rookies,
Sure.
I was looking at, the defense schemes of the Atlanta Hawks game 1, and, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, the center, I don't know how to pronounce his full name, but the center for the Atlanta Hawks, they wasn't really in the right mental state. And I feel like they were getting lost on the court, too. They had
Okongwu?
a lot of back.
Yeah.
No, I was going to let you talk.
Oh, no, I was saying, Okongwu in the first game did not do anything special, and then this game it seemed like he was all over the place on defense.
Yes, he definitely improved his play on defense. But when the first game on Saturday, it was just bad. They were laying Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, they're getting back doors on them. They were just doing the pick and roll offense like Nikola Jokic did with Jamal Murray, and it wasn't working out for the Knicks. But this time it didn't, and I hated that. Karl Anthony Towns, I'm not gonna lie, he too inefficient for me. I need him to step up his game. Okay, I need him to step up his game and stop being sorry. You really have he doesn't understand. He like taking the advantage. These are rookies. There's no veteran besides C.J. McCollum on that team. Take advantage of the strength difference. You feel me? Like, if the Knicks are going to play this bad, like, just give it up. Like, just forfeit, put in the white flag, and say, hey, Boston might take us, to a game 4 and sweep us. You feel me? Like, bro, the 76ers right now are doing so bad that I'm scared for us. I'm terrified.
Dude,
my take last time, the Knicks going all the way. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I still have faith. The Pistons lost. The Pistons lost to the Magic. I still have faith. Okay, the faith is still there.
You have to.
But listen, this is what's gonna happen next. I'm gonna predict it for you right now.
Well, I was gonna ask Tone, pump the brakes real quick. I was gonna say, you are a guy that's watched this team all year. You know this team inside and out. Tell me, you got 2 games coming up in Atlanta. Break it down for me. What's gonna happen?
I was gonna just do that for you. Game 3 at Atlanta. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Atlanta gonna take the next game. Just because how good C.J. McCollum was playing today and how he might translate that back home. You feel me? The Knicks on road games, they're good, but they're not as good at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks is one of the fewer teams in the NBA that play mostly at their, home stadium most of the season. You know why? Because Madison Square Garden, the oldest arena in the world, actually, if you didn't know that. Well, in America terms. But
learning a bunch of new things. That's
ATL
sick.
is a whole different experience. They're toxic down there. The Knicks, I think they're not going to be able to handle the home territory. And I think C.J. McCollum and Jalen Johnson, I don't know why, but I have a good faith Jalen Johnson is going to explode when he's back home.
I think so, too. You definitely see guys who are younger with less experience do play better
is being
on the road.
By AI.
Well, I didn't mean to do that. I just clicked a bunch of random.
Stopped.
No,
sorry about that, Tom.
No, you're okay. Jalen Johnson, though, I think he's going to go crazy. I'm not going to lie. I think he's going to explode game 2. I think he got comfortable. He we're not at Madison Square Garden. I understand a lot of players having that mentality like, MGM, so, we got to play our best. He's going to be at home. I think Jalen Johnson might drop 20.
Do you have any thought in this game that maybe Mike Brown can get out-coached by Quinn Snyder? Because Quinn Snyder dialed up some stuff in that fourth quarter that I had not seen in either 2 games. And I don't think the Knicks had an answer for it.
Yes, I seen it. Yes, I seen it, actually. Yes, I think Mike Brown might get caught in his own loop because of Quinn Snyder. Quinn Snyder is actually doing something smart that a lot of NBA players, he's just trying stuff in the player that a lot of, coaching wouldn't even have the attempt of doing. He understanding Mike Brown, and I'm not gonna lie, the Knicks don't have the smartest offense or the smartest defense, and kind of recognizable, but they are good when they're performing. The thing is that Snyder could counter that. Snyder having enough pieces to handle Brunson. The main thing about this series, and I know I have a time limit, but the main thing about this series in general is stopping Jalen Brunson. We saw how crazy Jalen Brunson got in the first quarter, game 1. He had 19 points in the first half. That's crazy. So coming into game 2, that was their whole objective, just stop Jalen Brunson, put Dyson Daniel, Nikhil, Alexander Walker, even Okongwu, they put him on Jalen Brunson. But going back to Atlanta, I think they're going to stick with that same, route they were going through. But I think this time they're going to really focus on the defense. Karl Anthony Towns, yes, he's been shooting, but he hasn't really been that effective from the three-pointer as I want him to be. He's just stressed big. You won the three-point contest, buddy. Shoot.
Yeah, come on, shoot it, Cat. Tone, you are the absolute man, bro. This series is going to be so much fun. We're going to keep moving. Before you go, Tone, one bing bong on the way out.
Of course. When game 4 happened, I called back. Bing bong, let go New York.
See you, Tone. Oh! That's why this show is here, brother. There ain't another show right now on the internet that's taking live callers at 9:45 p.m. Pacific time on a Monday night. But TBWZ always will be because I'm a man of the people. And who would I be to just sit here and give my opinion without opening up the phone lines to the people? DiVincenzo floater over the top of Jokic gets fouled. It's an 88-93 point game with 33 seconds left in the third quarter. DiVincenzo will be going to the line to shoot 2. Nick is in here and Anders are in here. Someone in here was like, finally, here's the stranger that picked the Hawks. And I'm like, yes, I am that stranger. I am that man. Bro's mad over a team that won't even make the conference. What do you think the chances are OBJ comes back to the Giants? The chances of OBJ coming back and playing meaningful football for the Giants are about as high as like Will Ferrell suiting up for USC this season. It's not happening. Who would want OBJ? Hasn't the guy had like 3 ACL tears? Last time I saw OBJ was 2020. We were still wearing masks on our face, brother. Oopsies. I never did. Oh, you're so cool, dude. Cool. I never wore a mask. I wasn't able to breathe in them. Dude, hey, you want to know how you do it? You breathe. It's easy. It was Anders that said that. Nice. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Honestly, would support James Harden winning a ring. Do we want James Harden to win a ring? I'd rather have him over Darius Slayton. OBJ over Darius Slayton. I mean, Darius Slayton's going to be much faster than OBJ. 3-point game. Nikola Jokic for 3 at the buzzer. Misses it. In and out. 90-93 Denver. Not a whole lot of defense being played in this game. We saw some great defense in the first 2 games. Both the Hawks and the Knicks, I thought, played good defense. The Hawks down the stretch, the Knicks early. We have 2 top 10 draft picks. It's crazy, XD. John Harbaugh's like, I want to build this team through the draft. Okay, brother. I know why I tagged myself. Yeah, Anders, you're going crazy, bro. NYC said Hawks in 6. Yeah, brother, I took it before the series started, so that was my thinking there. My thinking was that the Knicks have been a very inconsistent basketball team. I understand that they're going to show up at the Garden, but I did think deep down in my bones that this just sounds so dumb because it all happened and came true tonight. But I did feel like Atlanta was going to steal one of the games. I thought they were going to steal game 1. They ended up stealing game 2. Now you're going back to Atlanta in a team that played really, really well against the Knicks. I didn't watch either of these games between Atlanta and New York and think that New York is much better than Atlanta. I think they're the better team. That part is obvious to me. I think on paper and in play and body of work, I think New York is a better team than Atlanta. But the playoffs, things happen, brother. Things happen. The noise level from Knicks fans before this game, they're up 1-0 on the 6th seed after a home win. I had 150 people in this chat 4 hours ago telling me I'm the biggest idiot in the world and I don't know ball because I picked the Hawks in 6. Now it's crickets. There's 12 people in here. And I'm like, oh, I know it's a little bit later and all the New York people are asleep. So I will see them tomorrow night. And brother, do I have words for them. Ooh, honey, honey. All right, Nick, see you later, bro. If Minnesota wins tonight, David better have a practice all on defense. David better have a practice all. Who is, Coach David? Oh, the Mac and PC guys are on my TV right now doing an Ozempic commercial. That's cool. As if the world needed the Mac and the PC guy back. Justin Long and then the bald white dude who looks so British and is surprisingly not. Dude, surprisingly not British award of the year. Drum roll, please. The guy who plays the PC in the Mac versus PC commercials with Justin Long. New York's still going to clear him? Gavin, clear him. What the heck do you mean? You think there's going to be a gentleman's sweep? You think New York takes the next 3 games? Nick with the follow, thank you. Young Flap said Hawks in 6. Hawks in 5, said Young Flap. Oh my gosh. Fellas, Young Flap is in the YouTube chat right now going sicko mode. All by himself. He's lonely. Someone join him in there. Who you got winning it all, said Justin. So, Justin, very interesting topic of conversation. I have the Cavaliers winning the East, and I have the Spurs winning the West. I think between those two teams, between Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, for me, that's the best shot at any team in the NBA, like neutralizing or slowing down Victor Wembanyama, is having 2 7-footers that both play insane defense. Because I was watching the Cavs game tonight, and the one thing that jumped out to me more than anything, Jared Allen had 3 blocks. He was great in this game. But, dude, Evan Mobley is everywhere on defense. He was deflecting nearly every pass, jumping into every passing lane, and, like, every single shot that was going up, he was, like, putting an arm in the air, which I know he was, 7 feet from the guy, and it wasn't affecting his shot. But you do see a 7-footer running at you like this, and you're like, okay, I gotta at least think about that. Evan Mobley was everywhere. If they decide to double team, if anybody decides to double team Victor Wembanyama, the only team I think could realistically do it would be the Cavs. If the Cavs can't do it, if the 7-footers are not there, then I think the Spurs walk all over them. But I do have the Cavaliers in my original bracket before the playoffs start. I do have the Cavaliers winning it all. Spurs. Oh, now it's just changing everything. It originally Hawks in 5. Now it's Spurs in 6. Celtics in 4 said nothing. Maybe. Yeah, probably. That team looks so good. Onder said, I agree with Young Flap. Dude, we're connecting chats right now. Our chats are just connecting through the interwebs. The fourth quarter has begun with a foul as the referees continue to take over this game. We're going to be finishing this entire game with you guys live, and I'll be live after for a little bit to take calls if anyone wants to take calls and talk ball. How are the Sixers winning a game? I don't know. Does Embiid come back in a game? Maybe. But yeah, after watching Philly play, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do anything. And it's less about Philly not being very good. It's more about the Celtics just being that dominating. Bruce Brown, big splash 3, 4-point lead now for Denver. I think so. Knicks looked way better, just had an awful fourth quarter. I personally think they clean up. Awful fourth quarter. Dude, you're saying it right. They shot 53% the entire game, and then in the fourth quarter, they shot 22.2%. They were 5 for 23 from the field in the fourth quarter. The Hawks were 75% in the fourth quarter. Should I try lowballing for this soda vending machine on Facebook Marketplace? It's $150. What are you going to do with the vending machine? Answer that question first, and then I'll answer. Who do you have winning the finals? Cavs. Anders, thank you for the follow. Andrew14 just shared the live. Oh, no. Usually what they do is they share the live with one of their naughty friends. Like, hey, you should call in and call this guy's show and say something racist. And they're all like, okay, I'm going to call. And then everyone joins the live, and I'm like, whoa, I have like 20 people watching. This is cool. And then the guy comes in. I hang up on him, and then they all leave. I'm like, oh, that was fun for you guys. Cool. What do I get out of it? I'm nothing but a punching bag. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Jamal Murray with the ball. Dribbling around to Sumio. Step back. Fade. Dribble back in. Out to Bruce Brown for another wide open 3. Wet! Bruce Brown with back-to-back threes for the Nuggets. 94-99. 5-point lead in the fourth quarter. 10 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. Bruce Brown now has 7 points. But Naz Reid flies in to stop the bleeding. Mikael, thank you for sharing the live, I think. It's probably going to get stolen by a dirty thug. Whoa. Talking about it like what are you talking about? Talking about like that? Aaron Gordon absolutely losing his mind right now. He's out at 3. Naz Reid guarding. Starting Jaden McDaniels. No one told me Jaden McDaniels was like 6'10". Jaden McDaniels has great length. Oh, bro. Pause, dude.
Daddy, chill.
Bro, talking about bro on bro length, dude. No, I respect. XD, I love you. When Naz Reid handles the ball, it makes me moist. I love seeing it. I don't know why. He's just such a big man. I love watching him handle the ball. There's a very, very special person, if you guys know what I mean, in the crowd right now for Denver wearing a yellow raincoat indoors, first of all. Indoors, male, yellow raincoat. Every time there's a free throw. So he's sitting on the sidelines. He's like basically behind the announcers. And every time Minnesota's shooting a free throw, he's still standing up and going like this and waving his arms as if they could see him from his peripherals. Brother doesn't know how vision works. I'm going to give homie a vision class. Naz Reid now has 11 points and 9 boards. They're pressing Murray, but floater over the top of Gobert is good. Jamal Murray, vintage performance today. What does he have right now, you ask? Someone ask that. Someone chat, what does Jamal Murray have right now? Hurry. Just kidding. But that may actually be so sick if everyone rushed to do it. Oh, I want to be the one. Oh, okay. Anthony Edwards has 28 points in the game. He's 9 for 21. He's 43%. Naz Reid, LSU legend. Talking about Max Reid or Naz Reid? Naz, there we go. Jokic has 22, 12, and 7. Still has the 7 assists. Jamal Murray with 30 points in the game. He's 6 for 12 from 3. 11 for 21 from the field. His splits are unbelievable. He's so efficient. He's a +4 on the game. 6 boards, 7 assists. Hey, there's 9 minutes left in the game. It would take a lot, but Jamal Murray, after the 30 bomb, hey, brother. Hey, brother. Don't discredit this man going out and getting a triple-double right now. I don't know what he'd be doing. Jaden McDaniels gets inside and scores on, said Cam Johnson is hurt. He's holding his wrist and his balls. He's holding his balls with his wrist or his wrist with his crotch. Oh, no. That's going to get me in trouble. When was the last time you said crotch? No one says that word anymore. The word crotch is like exclusively used by older women, I think. I don't know. The only time I would ever use that word is if I'm also tagging on itch to it. Like, I would never describe that region as my crotch unless it was itchy. Someone's like, what's going on? Like, my crotch is really, never. No, actually, no, I wouldn't even do that. Crotch clip. Imagine the first clip that I have that goes viral is me talking about saying crotch. Anders liked alive. Heck yeah. He was like, all right, that deserves a little like. Bengals got fleeced. Only one I don't respect is Dexter Lawrence because he's and trying to rob us. I can't say bad words, yet you chat them anyways. Dexter Lawrence has been traded, brother, to the Bengals. Bengals got fleeced. In my head, the whole Bengals thing, Dexter Lawrence is about to make $28 million a year. Do you know the contract that Trey Hendrickson signed with the Ravens? Yes, you guessed it, $28 million a year. Oh, man, imagine that. So you could have had Trey Hendrickson and the 10th overall pick. And instead, you have Dexter Lawrence, a 28-year-old D tackle who doesn't really stay healthy. It's a very odd move from Cincinnati, but Cincinnati is not a organization that I've ever once said in my life, hey, that's a well-run organization. Every time we talk about Cincinnati, it's in the same lieu of the ugly stepchild living beneath your basement. Oh, dude, they're terribly run. Cincinnati. What a terrible organization. That's what we say about them. If Cincinnati makes a move and you see a tweet that says Cincinnati in a deal with, it doesn't matter what the rest of the tweet is, Cincinnati got fleeced in that deal. Always. Always and forever. Did anybody here watch Napoleon Dynamite? The cut scene in the end when Kip gets married to LaFonda and they have the wedding? And Kip sings an original song called I Love Technology to his boo thing, LaFonda. The funniest part about that whole thing is we all thought LaFonda was fake. No one actually thought LaFonda was real. And then she stepped off that bus. That beautiful black beauty that she was. Double beauty. Looked right into Kip's heart. Grabbed him by the hand. Kissed him on the cheek. She was 7 inches taller than him, too. Don't say it. For her to be like head over heels in love with Kip is the funniest part of that entire movie. Probably. That or Pedro shaving his head. I'm worried about Brandon Ingram, guys. I really am. He had 7 points, completely disappeared. This was the guy that I was talking about before the game as like superstar potential Brandon Ingram. Like, hey, if he steals a couple games from the Cavs, we all know Brandon Ingram can score buckets. And I'm like, they need to surround him with talent. All of the talent around Brandon Ingram showed up, and he didn't. He never got off the bus. He had 7 points. Scotty Barnes and RJ both had 20+. The Cavs were just not going to lose this game, it felt like, because of the defense that they were playing. Obviously, I mentioned Mobley playing defense. Dean Wade actually had an impressive game, which is weird. You look at the box score, you're like, Dean Wade sucked in this game. I promise you he didn't. He played some good defense, especially against Brandon Ingram. Incredible help defense. Very high basketball IQ, if you know what I'm doing there, wink, wink, with Dean Wade. He looks like me. Evan Mobley, like I said, was just absolutely everywhere. And Jared Allen did have the 3 blocks in this one. You know, Cleveland has 3 dudes show up big in this game in their 3-headed monster of Spida Mitchell, James Harden, and Evan Mobley. And then just a bunch of other, like, bring your lunch to work type of dudes that showed up and played tough defense and went out and got a bucket when they needed one. Bruce Brown, oh my gosh, talking.com. Denver puts in the easy deuce. It's 103-100, 8 minutes 43 left in the game. We all knew that this team could produce offensively in Cleveland. The real question was always going to be defense. Like, were the bigs going to step up? Were the bigs going to be able to carry? Because I know Donovan Mitchell is a decent defender and James Harden can play if he wants to. Easy bucket for Christian Brown. 105-100 now. Basket does not go for Minnesota. Bruce Brown with the rebound. These are the non-Jokic minutes. It's AG, Jamal Murray, Bruce Brown, Christian Braun, and Cam Johnson on Anthony Edwards is on the floor for Minnesota. And Rudy Gobert, but no Julius Randle getting a rest right now, taking a little 5-er. 50-year-old LeBron would win unanimous MVP in the 70s. Yeah. I'd vote for him right now, to be honest with you. In terms of value, yeah, I love that guy. I am that guy. In terms of pure value, I have probably 7 clips right now on my TikTok or Instagram where I'm saying, like, if we're just using it by the word with the letter of the law, value. Being a total dingus. Should I go live earlier tomorrow or stay with the same time that I've been doing? I might just go for the whole last game, which is the Laker game. I might just live stream my reaction to the entire Laker game. Actually, I kind of want to watch it and be scared. Last time the Lakers absolutely blew out the Rockets, so I was not scared in the game. It's relatively easy. We got a foul in this game. It looks like... Who's homie? Desumio is going to the line. Nope, never mind. Denver's ball. Christian Brown bringing it up. Jokic is back in the game. Julius Randle is back in the game. Jokic to Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray dancing. They're running the pick and roll. Jokic gets it in front of Gobert. Back out to Bruce Brown. Can he hit another one? He cannot. Off front of the rim, rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Can we have a scheduled time for the late night streams, or is it going to vary for game times? So my idea, XD1, was I'd be going live at halftime of the last game of the day every single day, which I have stuck to. But tomorrow being the Lakers game, it might be funny just to go live for the whole thing. But thousands and thousands of people are going to be doing the same thing. Here I am thinking that no one else was talking ball on Twitch. There's a lot of dudes talking ball tonight on Twitch. And some really, really cool ones, too. I encourage you guys to find new people and stop watching this show. Just kidding. Another miss from Minnesota. They have not scored since 9 minutes in the ballgame. It's been 2 minutes no scoring for Minnesota. They're now shooting 46% of the night to Denver's 48%. Jokic almost gets his pocket picked. But he drives to the hole, gets it over Gobert, but not enough. Rebound, Julius Randle. Minnesota going the other way. Gobert streaming down the middle, wants the ball, is not getting it. Anthony Edwards pulls up from 3. Shot fake, drives to the hole. Count it! 3-point game now. 105-102 as Anthony Edwards just hit 30 points on the game. We have a 30 bomb going. I could only imagine, Young Flap. Cracking him up, dude. LNR. A little bit left and right. Bruce Brown again. All right, stop shooting, Bruce. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Almost throws it away, but DiVincenzo's a magician. Dude, one of the best Young Thug lines of all time. Oh, wait, I don't even know if this is Young Thug. Wait. Who is this? She doing tricks with her? I call her a magician. Who is that? Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Julius Randle now at the line. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Cam Johnson has got his 5th foul. That's kind of big. Cam Johnson's having some big minutes for this team. Now that you bring in Tim Hardaway Jr., who I think they would probably rather have serve them as in the end of the game. But either way, Tim Hardaway comes on for Cam Johnson in this one. This thing's getting tight. The crazy part is Game 7, if necessary, is not till May 2nd. That's in like 2 weeks. How are you telling me that a 7-game series that started, when was that? When was game 1? What day is it? This series started Saturday. 3 days ago. And you're telling me that game 7 wouldn't be till May 2nd? That's an entire 2 weeks for one playoff round. The first round of the NBA should be 5-game series. I'm all for more ball. Oh my gosh, Christian Braun just took off. Hey, I guess they can. White men can jump, brother. Do you know who sings that song, by the way, XD1? Uncle Cracker. He plays this out every single show. It's 107-104, 3-point lead for the Denver Nuggets as we do head to break. It's like Minnesota called a timeout after that unbelievable dunk from Christian Braun. What a G. What a gangster. Let's go on Twitter. One thing that never makes me nervous at all is just like going live and just going on Twitter. Okay, so here's the play that was in question. Does everybody remember the timeout? Does everybody remember the timeout that Mike Breen was screaming about at the end of the game? What up, Luis? Nuggets series is going to 7. Do you think the Nuggets are going to finish this game off? If you think the Nuggets are going to win tonight, they're going up 2-0. I could see the Nuggets winning, going up 2-0, and it coming back to Denver 2-2. I don't think Minnesota's going to lose either of those games at home. It is. Tracker, Cracker. No Diddy. I put that brack in my brack. That's what it is. It is Young Thug. I thought I was right. Thank you, brother. If it's 2-2 coming back to Denver, I think it's anybody's ball game. The thing is, I think Denver can steal one in Minnesota. Anthony Edwards has runner's knee, guys. I don't know if you know about runner's knee, but his knee seems to be really running away. Okay, jeez. I shouldn't have said that. Should not have said that. I thought about it, too. I was like, well, maybe you shouldn't say that. What is that button? I just pressed a random... Do you ever just press a random F key on your keyboard and hope good things happen? Because I do. And bad things usually do. I don't think this Denver series is going to go 7 personally. Dude, there's a chance that Denver sweeps them. If Anthony Edwards... I know he's got 30 points tonight. He was limping around to start the game. He's going to be hurt going into every single game. He's not going to feel good in this series. I don't think Anthony Edwards is ever going to be at 100% in this thing. I hope he does. I hope he is. He was limping to start the game, though. It looks like when Minnesota is like trying to take a lead, like they're trying so hard, I blink and Denver has the lead again. They're just not trying to do anything. Jokic just plays at a different pace than everybody else. McDonald's sounds so good right now. Has anybody tried the Big Arch? Although I just imagined a sitcom opening of all clips with Drift Away playing. I said it 2 times. Now 3. There you go. XT1 just keeps saying things. It's awesome. Spurs and 4 said Anders, he's back. Spurs and 4 is wild. You don't think Denny Adjeva gets one at Portland? Bro, I know Portland fans don't think they're going to win that series, but Portland fans are absolutely going to show out when that team is in town. They're going to show out and show up. They're going to be there for their guy, Denny. Our guy, Denny. How could you not like Denny Adjeva? You know what I mean? Well, I know exactly how you could not like Denny Adjeva. It depends on what kind of a sand you call home. That doesn't make any sense at all. It just sounded racist. It wasn't actually. Just talking about sand, brother. The man who builds his house on the sand. All right. Yeah, Ant, in clutch situations this season is plus 23, and Jamal Murray has 166 points. In clutch situations. Do we have the exact definition on clutch game? They don't even get playoff shirts. Not in Denver. They don't need playoff shirts. Oh, I saw that about Portland, bro. Anders, the Portland Trailblazers owner, new ownership, by the way, is completely cheaping out. Not buying playoff t-shirts for everybody in the crowd. Hey, good. Portland already has a bad enough rap. Last thing I need is them in matching t-shirts. Julius Randle does have the ball going inside on Big Yoke. Thought he got fouled, didn't, but still made the bucket. It's 106-107, 5.5 minutes left. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm on the E of my S. The man in Cool Club Clan. Yeah. Jokic for 3. Air ball. Julius Randle gets the rebound. He dribbles the ball up Tim Hardaway, the smaller guard, guarding Julius, cannot stop him. He gets all the way paint, but dishes out to 3 for Jaden McDaniels, who misses it. Jokic with the rebound over Gobert. I believe that's Jokic's now 13th rebound in this game. He's also playing point right now for the Denver Nuggets. It's 107-106 Denver. Jaden McDaniels trying to play some tough defense on Jamal Murray. He's not having it. Jamal Murray's about to cook in this game. He's already got 30. Brother, 40 is not out of the picture. Jokic goes straight to the hole, misses. Thought he got fouled by Gobert. Hit the ground so hard. No one goes down harder than the big Serb. Jaden McDaniels easy, nobody guarding him. Minnesota just took the lead, 108-107. Holy crap, guys. It's the playoffs! Christian Brown dribbling it up. Guarded by Anthony Edwards. Dishes it off to Jokic. At the elbow with Gobert guarding him. They're running an ISO play right now. Big yoke on the Frenchman. Dribble, drive, shimmy, dream shake. Can't get it to go. Rebound DiVincenzo. Dunk. Nope, layup. Fast break layup for Minnesota. They now take a 3-point lead and Denver calls a timeout. Oh boy, what a swing. I don't know. What a swing in this game. Wow. Minnesota just came out to play, brother. There's 3 minutes left in this ballgame. I cannot wait for the rest of it. Raise your hand if you love playoff basketball. I don't know if you guys like Barstool Sports content. Does anybody know what's happening with the Barstool Beach House? And why should I care or why should I not care? All I know is there's women involved and like 40-year-old guys. And Dave Portnoy's all mad. What is Dave Portnoy not mad? Dude, the coolest thing about Barstool Sports, it started as a newspaper. Can you imagine that? My Twitter timeline stopped being sports so fast. What is all this crap? Oh, that's so scary. Look at this hidden door. We're watching videos on Twitter during the commercial break, fellas. We're live on Twitch and YouTube. That's so terrifying. Oh. There's stairs. Oh my gosh. This is the most terrifying thing in the world.
No, close it.
Nar. Dude, I would never go down there. That's where you find real secrets. Dude, I wish my house had a chamber of secrets. Not you. Not Hermione. Me. 4 points, 4 minutes left. Jamal Murray for 3. Cannot hit. DiVincenzo with a big rebound. White boys can. Up. Anthony Edwards trying to slow down the pace right now for Minnesota. Gets a pick and roll action from Gobert. Pops up from 3, misses. Jokic with the rebound. Jokic dishes way ahead. Christian Brown, can he do it again? Blocked at the rim. But they call a foul on Jaden McDaniels. Christian Brown will go to the line down 3. OMG, fellas. T-Wolves in 7. Boy. No way Nuggets about to lose. Anders, I know. You and me both. Anders, what are you doing, bro? Are you sitting in bed? Are you chilling? Are you at work? XD1 said, I'll be scrolling on Twitter watching some NBA clip, and next thing that pops up is some horrific live leak video. That's why I uninstalled it from my mental health. Brother, we're not fixing our mental health this year. Nah, that's not 2026 goals. 2026 is all about crawling deeper into the shadow world. It's about going deeper into the nooks and crannies of our life that make us bad people. We're not improving mentally this year. No. Laying in bed chilling? Nice, Anders. We're getting worse this year. Improve physically. We're all getting big. We're all getting jacked. That's happening. We're already on our way. You guys can all tell. I know you guys are all lifting. I know you're putting up weight. I see you smacking that protein PP. But we're not getting mentally healthy this year. Maybe 2027. If anything, I want to get mentally worse. I want to crawl deeper into the shadow realm. Bro, I'm not trying to see some guy wearing another guy's face. Yeah, that's crazy. Do you think it'd feel good? It'd be warm. I bet it's good for your skin. Do you think it's good for your skin to wear another man's face on your face? Put it on the poll. Hear me out. Spurs in 6 or Blazers in 7. Damian, I'm hearing you out, bro. It's either or. If this thing goes to 7 games, could you imagine, bro? I think Wemby would be scared of Denny Adjeva. That's when I watched the playoff game. I'm not saying Wemby looked scared, but I will say for darn tootin', Denny Adjeva was not scared in that game. Bro, imagine a man wearing my face. He'd look so good. It'd be funny if he had a rockin' body, though. I don't. I wish I did. I think about my body way too much. First thing I do when I wake up, look in the mirror. Gotta check out my bod. That's my summertime body. I never look sexier than after my first release of the day, if you know what I'm talking about, when I drop corn. Cup of coffee, drop a little bit of corn. They're reviewing this. Minnesota's challenging the foul. I don't like when teams do that. Yeah. Well, it was Jaden McDaniels' 5th foul, so that does make sense. There's 3.5 minutes left in the game. Christian Braun at the line to shoot, too. I don't think when teams foul, it like the call never gets overturned. Wemby turned into Curry and Blazers had a terrible shooting light, so very possible. Hey, Damian, it's true, and that game was not a blowout. It did not look like the Thunder and Suns game. It didn't look like the Philly and Celtics game either. The Portland Trailblazers look like a team that could play basketball. Christian Braun makes one, misses the other. It's 108-110. Anthony Edwards dribbling the ball up 3.5 minutes exactly on the clock in the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo drives, dishes back out to Jaden McDaniels into the paint. Stolen. Tipped away by Murray. Murray gets the ball to Jokic. Jokic ahead to Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon's at the three-point line dancing with Julius. Gets the ball down in low to Jokic. Jokic now has Gobert on his behind. Dribbles, drives, spins. Gets the ball knocked away. Goes up. Doesn't make it. Rebound. Minnesota. Denver cannot hit a shot down the stretch, bro. The Philly-Boston wasn't that bad. If Embiid was playing, the Sixers win in 7. Oh, my. Here's my thinking on the Philly and the Sixers series. Do you want to hear this one? This is my best take of the entire night. So, guys, if you've been like, hey, this guy's all right, he's kind of funny, whatever. This is the take of the night. In 2016, the Philadelphia 76ers were doing something that we like to call the process. That year, they drafted Ben Simmons with the number 1 overall pick. 2 picks later, the Boston Celtics selected at 3, and they got Jaylen Brown. The very next year, it was the same exact thing. Philly had the 1st overall pick and Boston had the 3rd. Philly drafts Markelle Fultz. Boston drafts Jason Tatum. This series ended in 2017. This series ended a decade ago because of those mistakes. Philly would have had Embiid, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum. And it didn't even matter if Embiid stayed healthy at that point. Anthony Edwards drives. Denver did not score again. Fadeaway. Misses. Gobert with the rebound, puts it back over Jokic's head. Too small. 4-point lead for Minnesota as they look to even up the series. There's 2 minutes left. Guys, the final 2 minutes are upon us. That was my take of the night, by the way, guys. It doesn't get any better than that. Julius Randle gets the rebound off of the miss from Murray. 4-point game. Denver has not hit a shot in what feels like 5 minutes, basically. I think they only have 5 points in the past 5 minutes of the game. Not going to lie. Remember when we said it was 8 minutes? It was like 101. Now they're at 108. DiVincenzo out to McDaniels. 3. No. Pump fake. Drives in. Fade away from the free throw line at the shot clock. Misses. Rebound Jokic. He thought he got fouled. He didn't. Out to Braun. Out to Gordon. For 3. Need this. Wet. Needed that. 112, 111, 118 left on the clock. Holy crap. It's playoff basketball. I'm getting sweaty. Knees weak, brother. I'm getting sweaty. Dude, we had a guy named Spaghetti in the chat earlier. That's how you know the night streams are popping off. We had a guy named Spaghetti who hopped into the chat. When Aaron Gordon hits a 3, man, he might be the best player in the NBA. Aaron Gordon is so fun to watch play basketball, but does he stay on the court? Not really. We also got a follow in the middle of the show that I forgot to mention, but Jobless Beef 83. Thank you, brother. There's vomit on his sweater already. DiVincenzo for 3. He hits it. Oh! 115, 111. DiVincenzo, ice in his veins. New York could have used that tonight. In New York. I wish Joshua Block was sitting courtside at the Knicks game. Now that's the celebrity row that I would care about. Paprika. When they show celebrity row at the Knicks game, I'm like, oh, Ben Stiller? Cool. He's 100. Jokic just dunked. Guys. Jokic dunked. It's 113, 115. Now it's 24, 15, and 8. Anthony Edwards dribbling, 40 seconds left of the clock, 13 on the shot clock. He's letting time go down. He's got Murray on him, one-on-one. Passes to McDaniels. Back to Anthony Edwards. He's got 5 seconds. He needs to go up with this. They called a travel. You can't do that. Joey Jokic dunked. He never dunks. He dunked on He put Gobert on a poster. Jokic just made his first poster ever, guys. Celebrate. Good times, brother. They called a travel the very next possession on Anthony Edwards. Oh, XD1, that would be a dream come true, brother. Could you imagine me, guys, co-hosting a sports talk radio show with Joshua Block and Daniel Larson? Throw in the cast from Love on the Spectrum, and you got a TLC show waiting to happen. Jamal Murray has the ball, 2-point lead, dribbling around to Jokic, dishes it off to Brown underneath, gets absolutely hacked to the oblivion. 19 seconds left. Christian Brown going to the free throw line. He was 1 of 2 his last time at the stripe. Can he convert? Wow, that was an actual stutter. That wasn't even. I wasn't even joking around there. I got a concussion my junior year playing football. Bad one. I wasn't able to talk for like a month. I was stuttering so bad for a month. Everyone thought I was faking it because I was the class clown. Could you imagine that? He missed the first shot. I jinxed him. Hey, an announcer jink. Jink? That sounds horribly racist. Jink? Guys, what race could we prescribe that slur to? Jinx. It's such a jink. I'm going to get in trouble on TBWZ clips. Can we call... we can't call Japanese people that. Can we call Jamaicans? Yeah, Jamaicans. Bro, there's some annoying Jamaicans out there. That one will come in handy one day. When you're on the New York City subway, and there's guys yelling, "Bumbo clot! Hey, one time for the one time on!" Just jink. Let's go. Double hit, cleared. I don't do that stuff. Here's my prediction. The NBA Finals will be Celtics versus Thunder. The Celtics win it. Wolfpack, heck of a prediction, brother. I love you. I'm your uncle now. Let's all call into the show and talk about our uncles. I can't believe Jokic dunked on Gobert. Jokic has never met... Bro, Anthony Edwards looking shocked. Dude, Jokic dunked, guys. Hey, Nick, thank you for the follow, bro. The Sixers were never winning. We own you guys. Whoa, we got a fight breaking out in the chat. I need to pitch this. TLC show where basketball athletes who fell out because of gang violence or drugs and make a new league. Basketball athletes who fell... Well, we know what you're talking about when you say basketball athletes. That's what I'm going to call black people from now on. Basketball-type athletes. Moved to Orange County, no more basketball-type athletes around me. When I was living in LA, surrounded by basketball-type athletes. Now, none. What are we doing? Am I going to get in trouble? One day I'm going to get in big trouble. This is a 1-point game. Minnesota has the ball and the lead. 19.1 on the clock. They're inbounding right now. Jaden McDaniels has no one to throw to. He finds Julius. They foul Julius Randle right away. Fouls on Aaron Gordon. 0.3 seconds came off the clock. What? Do we have a... I don't want to get in trouble. But do we have a slur for Indian people? What do we call them? I think people just make fun of the lack of cleanliness that they have on their streets and the things that they be eating their food with. I know a clip goes viral in the wrong way. XD1, yeah, my greatest fear. What would happen is a clip would go viral for the wrong reasons, and then Fox News would be like, "Hey, do you want to start a sports radio show on Fox News?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down." And I kept having to say, "My employer's at Fox." Dots. PV dots, not feathers. Wait, wouldn't Indian just be the slur for Native Americans? No. What do we call them? Wasn't it Redskins? Or was that a term of endearment? Because when you hear like Fox News, they're like, Redskin was a term of endearment. There was a lot of people that liked the nickname. And then you hear CNN, they're like, it was racist. I'm like, oh, well, which one was it? I cannot just have my own opinions. Jamal Murray for 2 doesn't make. Rebound DiVincenzo. Out to Edwards. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Dunk! Minnesota's up 5 with 3.7 left on the clock. This game is OVER. I can ask my papa. Yeah, he would know. And there it is, fellas. Monday, April 20th. The NBA has absolutely delivered. Alex Rodriguez is on the court right now, part owner of the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have evened up their series against the Denver Nuggets at 1-1. The Hawks have evened up their series against the Knicks at 1-1. And the Lakers are about to take a 2-0 series lead over the Houston Rockets tomorrow night. Nuggets lost. Josie, what up? Let's go. Wild week. Wild week. Boy, oh boy, is this... I was nervous. First 2 games of round 1. That was a horrible noise. And go Ducks. The only game that we got was Orlando over Detroit. I was looking at this thing and I was like, I don't know if this is going to be a very fun first round. We're going to get a lot of people complaining about the NBA because that's what people like to do. They're like, I don't watch the NBA. I don't like the product. What are you talking about? It's sports. It's basketball. Do you not like basketball? Okay, then don't watch. I'm sorry. I love ball. Dude, if cricket was on, I'd be watching cricket. Speaking of Indians. How they lose. That was a good game, Anthony. That was a great game. Minnesota was down 19 points in the first quarter, guys. They're down 19 points and they end up coming back to win the game by 5. That's a heck of a swing. That's just a playoff experienced team that doesn't give up. That's a team that has superstar Anthony Edwards on their team. Going out and dropping a 30 bomb on their head like it was nothing, too. With a bum knee. Bro, Anthony Edwards in this game, come on, pull it up, Vini. 30 points. I just said that. He had 7 boards as well. He had 10 boards, 2 assists. Brother, hey, we ain't here to pass the ball. Still can't believe my Pistons lost, man. It's nuts. Nick, it is pretty crazy. But that's a good Orlando Magic team that was sandbagging the entire year. That's the best 8 seed I've ever seen in my life. Nick, I've watched a lot of basketball. It's one of the best 8 seeds I've seen in my life. The best 8 seed of all time is obviously that Miami Heat team that went to the finals and lost to these Nuggets. But that Orlando Magic team is very good. I'll go to India, XT1. How about that? Still, Jokic should have took the floater, and why did Murray take a midi? Jokic dunked on Gobert's head. Nikola Jokic put Rudy Gobert on a POSTER. Get that Frenchman off my screen. Put him on a poster immediately. Oui, brother. The Heat team was something special, man. Anders. It was like that Heat team, yes. Remember that Max Strus, that Gabe Vincent action? That Duncan Robinson, that Tyler Hero, that Bam Adebayo? It's all of that. But it was also just playoff Jimmy. Playoff Jimmy, man. That's the best playoff moment that's happened since the bubble. Was playoff Jimmy. Bro, and we even had playoff Jimmy in the bubble. That moment absolutely rocked. Curry winning another one was kind of cool, I guess. It was like kind of all right. Dude, when the Warriors won in 22 or 23, whenever that was, I was like, are we serious right now? Did the Warriors for real just win another championship? If he gets 1 million, you have to swim in the Poo-Poo River. All right, yeah. Yeah, we're going to Poo-Poo River. Imagine going to India to swim. They will say it's scripted. They might just say it's all scripted. That Heat team, yeah, we already said that. Brother, it was a great day in the NBA. We can do a real quick recap for the people on the one time, but it all started with a Cavaliers performance, all led by the big 3-headed monster over there in Cleveland, which is Donovan Mitchell, Spida Mitchell, if you know him by his full name, Evan Mobley, and James Harden. They all combined for 63 points. The defense was unbelievable in this game for the Cavaliers. It was Mobley absolutely everywhere. Jared Allen had 3 blocks in this game. It felt like every dude that came off the bench produced on the defensive side of the ball. It was 3 dudes, stars, out there getting buckets, and then a bunch of dudes coming off the bench to help this team. Brandon Ingram did not show up. He had 7 points. I don't think he made it into Cleveland. He must have stayed in Toronto because bro did not show up for this game. Even though you had Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett both go off for 20+, that was a winnable game for the Raptors in a hostile environment on the road in Cleveland. They could have gone out and stolen one, but their superstar did not show up, and ultimately this team lost. Absolutely loving you. XD1, you are the absolute man. I love you, brother. We'll talk to you soon. Peace. Cleveland ends up taking a 10-point victory on this game, all led, like I said, by the big three-headed monster. And James Harden made some history today. Oldest player of all time to have 25 points and 5 steals in a playoff game. Unbelievable stuff from the beard, James Harden. And then the basketball gods blessed us with this Knicks and Hawks absolute thriller. This game gets boiled down to a few key metrics for me. First of all, what a game. I'm the king of New York, by the way, now. I'm the king of New York. I am in charge. I am the captain now. Atlanta just kept hanging around this entire game. The lead was like 9. At one point, it was like 14. It got down to 8. At halftime, it was 7. It was always just kind of in that range the whole game. It never got up to like 20 and 21. Knicks are going. No, it never got to that point. Atlanta just kept hanging around. And then the game got to the fourth quarter. The Hawks went on a 28-15 run, and they called game. CJ McCollum had 32 points in this game, becoming a true villain in this series. He was booing the New York crowd right back at him. He was up in Spike Lee's grill. I would never want to be anywhere less than Spike Lee's grill. Seems like a bad place to be. T-Wolves in 6, said Carlos. We're going all the way now to T-Wolves in 6. Carlos, do you think they take the next 2 games and go up 3-1? That is the real question that I'm asking. I'm asking you. Direct to your face. Carlos, from Kentucky? Where are you from? Okongwu was great in this game down the stretch. Jalen Johnson started awful. He kept grinding and finished strong with 17 points. Kuminga seemed to struggle the entire game, yet never gave up and had a big fourth quarter. He was 3 for 4 from the field in the fourth quarter. So was Jalen Johnson. Yes, with this momentum. Carlos, I'm slightly worried about Anthony Edwards' knee, not going to lie. I know he just went off for 30. I know he had 100 rebounds. I know he just went off. He was limping around in the first quarter. I'll put it this way, Carlos. Anthony Edwards is not going to be healthy, 100% healthy, going into a playoff game this season. I don't know if runner's knee just goes away, but it seems like playing playoff-style basketball on top of that knee is not going to help him. The defense was great, bro. Down the stretch, DiVincenzo was playing good defense. Rudy Gobert. It's hard to hold Jokic down, but I thought down the stretch, Rudy Gobert played a really good game against Jokic. Murray and Jokic were clamped, dude. Carlos, you know ball, bro. My main account is Take Back with Zach. This is my buddy's clip account for my page. If you guys want to follow my main account, it's Take Back with Zach. That'd be huge. I'm also on Twitch and YouTube. The best way to help me out is by following on Twitch and getting notified when I go live and hopping in there. Pin it. Good call. Can you just do... it's too far. Never mind. CJ McCollum ended up being the superstar in this game. He had 26 points in Game 1, 32 in Game 2. He is now the most points of any player in this series. He has 1 more point than Jalen Brunson. So I'm doing a little bit of trick. I'm hopping on top and doing a trick. I mean, I should not be saying any of that stuff, especially late at night, especially when I'm talking about men. You know?
Daddy, chill.
Speaking of Daddy Chill, Karl Anthony Towns kind of disappeared at the end of the game, but the entire New York roster did in the fourth quarter. To put this one in perspective for y'all, Lonnie said I like Houston over Lakers, not even a Rockets fan. Lonnie, I'm a Lakers fan, so you're hurting my feelings, Lonnie. You have a great last name too, brother. Bryant, strong last name. Don't go to Colorado. Julius Randle finished the game with 24, 9 and 6. He played a great game. He was playing good defense down the stretch, too. Dude, in the beginning of the game, Julius Randle was up in Jokic's grill, having a time and a half, getting all up on that boo thing. I'm sorry, I did it again.
Daddy, chill.
Quarters 1, 2, and 3, the New York Knicks shot 34 for 65 from the field, which is 54%. Very, very good shooting numbers. In the fourth quarter, New York was 5 for 22. 5 for 22. They were 21% in the fourth quarter. The Hawks were 72% from the field in the fourth quarter, just for comparison. New York still had a chance at the end to win it, too. I'm telling you, I'm watching Bridges drive down the floor. I'm seeing him go up with the ball. I'm like, I think that's going to be wet. Ding dong, bing bong. New York 1-1. Unbelievable series. Dogs today. There's Tyler Gowland. 2 for 3 on the dog side. Plus money overall if you're doing that kind of stuff. I don't. Nice, Tyler. You're the man. Evan Gray, Lakers prediction. We'll get to that in just a second. I want to give my Lakers prediction for tomorrow. But I'd be remiss to not talk about this game that just happened. It ends up being a 5-point win for Minnesota on the road in Denver as the series has now flipped to Minnesota. Minnesota just wins their home games. They win the series. That's what flipped means. Same thing with Atlanta. The Knicks are in more trouble, in my opinion, than the Nuggets. The Nuggets are not in trouble, in my opinion. The one part that does worry me is the defense from Minnesota tonight was a lot better than I've seen it the entire season. They put up 119, which is very standard against a Nuggets team, but this Nuggets team averages 122 points a game. They'll put up 114. If you could do that to the Nuggets, you're going to slow them down. But it all starts with slowing down the big freak, Serbian. He had 24 points, 15 boards, and 8 assists. But the big number for me, he was 14% from 3. He was 1 for 7 from 3. And Jokic can shoot and hit threes, but he doesn't want to be. That's not his game. That's not when the Nuggets are the most successful. The Nuggets are the most successful when he has 20,000 assists. And he's just dishing it out to other hoopers. Yeah, but it was close with Rudy 4 fouls. True. Rudy was our best defender, but Nas stepped up when Rudy went out. Rudy was awesome against Jokic in this game. Julius Randle was guarding him in the first half, though, and he had really, really bad numbers in the first half. So Julius Randle stepped up defensively. I thought, in my opinion, Jaden McDaniels was a difference maker in this game. His size and length on defense is so noticeable. He had 14 points. He was plus 6 on the game. Shot really, really well from the field. He had the 5 fouls. He was playing tough the entire game. I really like Jaden McDaniels. And just seeing him out there, I'm just like, dude, he's way bigger than anyone else on that team. He was awesome. And ultimately at the end of the game, it was just clamps, dude. We always say, like, defense wins championships. Yeah, and this one it did. Denver had 21 points in the fourth quarter. The first quarter was 25-39 at the end of it. Denver was on pace for a cool 156. After the first quarter, they're on pace for 156. 39 points in the first quarter, 25 points in the second quarter, 29 points in the third quarter, and then 21 in the fourth quarter. Much like the Knicks tonight, they went into the fourth quarter with a lead and were not able to close it out because of a very poor performance in the fourth quarter. Let me just see what they shot right now. I'm live on Twitch and YouTube doing the shooting charts right now for the game. Minnesota in the fourth quarter was 50% from the field, 11 for 22. Denver was 8 for 21, including a performance from 3. They were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3 for 11 from 3 in the fourth quarter. That's not good. 2 important turnovers almost costed us the match. Dude, there was a moment, I've never heard basketball called a match, but maybe you're European, Tyler. Tell me where you're from immediately. There was a stretch where the Nuggets didn't score for like 4 minutes of this game. They had like 3 points in 4 minutes, and that's in the fourth quarter when Minnesota was really able to take over. Down the stretch, though, they could have put this away a lot earlier. They gave the Nuggets a chance. They let the Nuggets back into this game. Ultimately, for you and me, I'm glad that it did because we got some excitement in this game. We had an exciting basketball day in general. We also have a very, very exciting one tomorrow as we get games of the 76ers against the Celtics, the Trailblazers, and the Spurs, and the Rockets, Lakers all taking on their second games of those series. I'm having trouble speaking and breathing. I have to burp. It happens. I'm human. I piss and poop and fart. I almost posted a clip today about Vince McMahon getting in trouble for defecating on people, and I decided not to. I'm turning a new leaf. I'm becoming mature. Maturity. Pass it on. The 76ers play the Celtics. Is Embiid going to play? Does it matter? Not really. With or without Embiid, I think the Celtics do a good job in this game. I was impressed with Neemias Queta, the 5 for the Celtics, who got the start over Vooch. I think Vooch ended up playing slightly more minutes than Queta, but Queta is a guy that's been developed in that organization. He started in the G League, went to a 2-way contract, and then this season played himself into a starting role for the Boston Celtics before they got Vucevic, and even in game 1. I think if anybody can slow down Embiid, it is the combination of those two guys. Vooch not as much on defense, but Queta's been really, really physical with the bigs that he's been going up against. I think Embiid gets this team a lot closer to a victory, but I don't think he gets them closer in TD Garden tomorrow night. I think it's another Celtics rout. I think Maxey goes off for 40-plus points. I don't think it's as big a blowout as the first game, but I do think ultimately it is a win for the Sixers. That's our first game. I think Maxey's going to be the top scorer in that game. I don't know why. I just always believe in Tyrese Maxey being a boss. I had a clip earlier in the week, and it's now the dumbest thing I've ever said in my life, but I'll share it with you guys because I'm a man. I'm a man. I might play the guitar for you guys too. No, I'm not going to do that. Everyone gets so mad when I play the guitar. They're like, this sucks. And then they leave. I thought at one point Tyrese Maxey might be the best player in this Celtics and Sixers series. I'm wrong. I'm so wrong. But also, am I? Obviously, when you bring in the defensive side of things, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are better players and someone you want on your team more than Tyrese Maxey. Can't believe I'm talking right now. What's the imposter syndrome? What's it called when you are like viewing yourself from the third person? Because I'm physically right here, but mentally I'm like a shadow figure looking at myself giving this take. It happens all the time. It's very, very frustrating. Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror, but I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Does that make any sense at all? Am I going crazy? Do I need to seek a therapist? I'll literally be looking at myself in the mirror, but I'll be profile staring at myself in the mirror. Landon says I got Wolves in 7. If this series goes 7, I think it probably favors the Nuggets in my opinion. Whoever wins this series is going to go into that series against the Spurs or Portland, probably the Spurs, with some banged and bruises, brother. Anthony Edwards already has the banged up knee. Jokic was getting shoved around. He hit the floor so hard at some point. Big Serb causing an earthquake in the Denver metro area. Boom. Can I just be real with you guys? Is that cool? And we could talk ball later. Is that cool? I get I get jacked up on caffeine for these shows. A little DC action. Landon, thanks for the follow. Wolves in 5. All right. Minnesota Vikings fan. Who's going to play quarterback for the Vikings this year? Is it 9 or Kyler Murray? I can't wait to talk about football. Holy crap, guys. Can I just get some football takes off my chest? Do you guys want to talk football? Kyler, said Mr. Vikings fan. Yeah, Kyler's an actual good quarterback. I still believe in Kyler Murray. I always have believed in Kyler Murray. I never stopped. Let's 4. Let's do it. There we go. I never stopped believing in Kyler Murray. The biggest football story that's on the tip of my T, call that my tongue, obviously right now is the fact that the Bengals signed Dexter Lawrence. The Bengals let Trey Hendrickson walk in free agency. Trey Hendrickson signed a deal with the Ravens for $28 million. Guess how much the Cincinnati Bengals are going to be paying Dexter Lawrence? You guessed it, $28 million. They also traded away the 10th overall pick to get Dexter Lawrence. So instead of having Trey Hendrickson and the 10th overall pick, the Cincinnati Bengals have Dexter Lawrence. What a bum organization. Eamon Depoy next season. I mean, Nick Eamon was unbelievable for the Seattle Seahawks. It just goes to show, man. I was thinking about it because I'm a Chargers fan, so I'm locked in on my bolts. And I know a lot of the roster moves that are happening and some guys on the team. Dude, it's impossible to know every player on a 53-man roster unless that's the only sport you follow, unless you're crazy cracked out on football, which some people are, and that's cool. But I follow all the sports. So I'm like, I can't just spend all my brain power on knowing the entire 53-man roster of the Los Angeles Chargers. Should be San Diego, but that's a topic for another time. Why think Nick lose? Purcell, sentence of the day. Reading with Purcell. Spelling.com. Texans defense is going to be great for a while. It's true. It is very, very true. The Texans defense is unbelievable. Sugo! We're talking football, Sugo. I hate watching the Chargers in the playoffs. Hey, Landon, why do you have to be a jerk, man? That's my team. That's my squad. Who's your team? Who's your team, Landon? I assume the Seahawks because you're a Nick Eamon-Wari guy. All I'm saying is it goes to show there's not a single Seahawks fan that at the beginning of the season was talking about Nick Eamon-Wari. And then we get to the Super Bowl, and that's all people can talk about. You have no idea what your team's going to be. You have no idea. Everyone who's like, oh, my team's going to be great this year, or my team's going to suck, you have no clue. No, I'm just kidding, Landon. Hey, Mr. Vikings fan, thank you for liking the live. The NFL draft is happening on Thursday. I'm going to be going live Thursday night after the NBA postseason games, but I assume I'm going to be talking the NFL draft. This might be the worst take ever, and I might get some people at me. Purcell, my favorite team is the Bengals. I'm sorry, Purcell. Wolves game was cinema tonight. Dude, we had back-to-back cinematic basketball games. The game in the Mecca where the New York lost and all the fans went home sad. And then you got fans going home sad in Colorado. Just a bunch of sad fans today. I absolutely love it. No, I'm just hating. I think they're good. Dude, you want to know what happens in the playoffs with the Chargers, Landon? It sounds so soft, and maybe it is. Fine, it's soft, because it doesn't really happen. Whatever. We live in Southern California, brother. The weather's good over here, dog. I enjoy the weather over here year-round. When the playoffs happen, they were playing in New England, and the feels-like temperature was like 10 degrees or something with the wind chill and everything in New England in that football game outdoors. The day before that game in Southern California, it was 78 degrees and sunny. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. They're going from like paradise weather to the like most terrible tundra in the universe. And like, hey, go play football. Of course they were going to lose that game. Celtics are sweeping? Yeah, probably. Yeah, same with the Texans. Similar thing with the Texans, dude. If you're a team that plays in a dome or in warm weather, you need home field advantage. You need it so bad. The only reason that Denver was even in that game against the Patriots was because it was outside and there was a blizzard going on. Lex Burns says, do you think it's delusional of me to think that a 41-year-old can carry the team to the second round? Hey, Lex Burns, if you're delusional, I'm delusional with you, brother. His name is LeBron James. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers. That's my guy right there, dude. That's my guy LeBron, bro. And that's the homie. Lex Burn hopping in the chat late night on TBWZ. Who do I think wins the NBA Finals? The Cavs. No, I don't see any team sweeping besides the Spurs. I don't see the Spurs sweeping, personally. If any team does sweep, I think it might be the Celtics or the... it depends on if Embiid comes back. The Thunder look very, very good. NFL Draft Day got to be a top 5 day in the year. All right, Sugo, you're going to hate this next take. I think the NFL Draft low-key kind of sucks. The fun part of the NFL Draft is the delusional part, right? The only reason that the NFL Draft is fun is because you haven't actually watched the guys play. So every pick, you're just like this. With the 177th overall selection in the NFL Draft, the Chargers select DeQuavius Gonbarius. And I'm just like, he's going to be good. Oh, dude, that guy's going to be sick. Oh, dude, he played at Texas A&M, dude. He's 6'3". Oh, he had the fourth best time at the Combine in the 40. Oh, you should have seen his 3-cone shuttle. No, I shouldn't have. With the 277th pick in the NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select guard, North Dakota State, Tubby Martin. Dude, he played at North Dakota State. They have good linemen over there. This is a cold weather guy coming in. We just sit here and we're like, oh, dude, and we're just delusional about it. Oh, dude, every single pick that my teams make, oh, good pick. Every single team that your team makes, you're just like this. Oh, good pick. I like it. Everyone likes their picks. How? That's not sports. I'm going to get in trouble for this take. It's the exact same thing, Sugo in the chat. It's the exact same thing right after your fantasy draft finishes and you look at your lineup, you say this, I'm winning every game. There's no shot you lose a game. Right when the draft ends, you look at your roster and you're like, this is the best roster in the league. Hot take, Fernando Mendoza is overrated. We will see. I agree. After the first 15 picks, I'm done watching. I'm like, yeah, these guys are going to all suck. It's a time every fan base feels like they're going to win the Super Bowl. It's so true, Sugo. And if it's not the Super Bowl, it's like, well, dude, we got to steal at pick 74 in the third round. Oh, who'd you guys get? And you're like, his name's Malachi or Malachi, long snapper, Florida. Sugo, you might like this. I thought of an idea for my NFL team one day. We're going to have a field goal block specialist. Yeah. So I'm taking retired NBA 7-footers, and I'm having them line up over the nose tackle. Well, a shade over in the A gap because you can't line up right over the nose tackle. I know ball. Or the long snapper. I know ball. What they do is we're going to have a 7-footer just out there, field goal block specialist. Nothing's getting through these hands. Yeah, Brandon Aubrey, $7 million a year. Yeah, kick through me, brother. Eat my shorts, blue boy. Does anybody know what that's from? XD, I don't know, brother. I'm letting it loose. I'm letting it fly. I'm feeling goosey-loosey. I'm way jacked up on caffeine. I'm not going to bed anytime soon. But you don't have to be here, XD. You're on the East Coast, brother. Everyone in the TikTok chat say, what up? Say, what's up, home? Lex Byrne, Lucas, step back, put my car on a jack, and then stick it up my crack. Lakers in 5. That was a mouthful. My mouth is full of brawn. I've got LeBron all up in my mouth. I'm a bronzexual. I actually am. I will just say this. Pete Marinovich. Exactly. Boban Bogdanovic would be so sick. Or Ivanka Zubac. Dude, Pau Gasol could be our long snap or our field goal block specialist. Why not Pau? How about Robert Sacre? That's how you know I'm a real Lakers fan. I don't know who Robert Sacre is. I remember those years. These new Lakers fans don't remember the years of Robert Sacre, of our best player being Alex Caruso and Steve Blake. One time we ran out a starting 5 that had Steve Blake and Robert Sacre on it. These were the bad Kobe years. I only left because I thought you were about to end the stream. Nope, I'm going to stay here. I got nowhere to be. His name is LeBron James. The NFL draft, it's cool. It rings in football, but it's such a tease. Dude, the NFL draft happens and we're like, oh, I'm ready to root for my team. That's when I start rooting for my team, was at the NFL draft. That's like, all right, time to start like caring heavily about my team. Blah, blah, roster construction. Blah, blah, blah. And then like 7 months goes by. I'm like, where's the football? Huh? It's April. Where's the football? It's like another 5 months till football happens. It's just such a tease. And then rookie OTAs happen, and every single beat reporter is like, the 4th round pick of your team is looking good. And you're like, you send it in your group chat. You're like, oh, dude, look, the 4th round pick that we got, Sheboygan Churkinson, is playing really, really good right now in rookie OTAs. Oh, he's good. He's really good at catching off the jugs machine. Do you think the Celtics will make the finals? No, I think the Cavs are going to make the finals. I think they'll make the Eastern Conference finals, though. Let's kiss. Thoughts on Ant? Not a fan of his shot selection. Interesting. I mean, he dropped 30 tonight and had a bum knee. He also had 57,000 rebounds and 2 assists. My favorite game of Ant of all time. 30 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists. I'm not passing the ball tonight. That's not the point of this game. You don't have Ant-Man to dish it around. After the Super Bowl, you got free agency in March, draft in April, and then nothing till September. There's something in between. What am I missing? Well, we have the winter meetings, too, where we get the annual coaches picture. That just happened in May. Yeah, so March is free agency. May is the coaches picture in the winter meetings. April is the draft. Oh, no, May is this next month? March. May and June, well, when does Hard Knocks start? Hard Knocks is when football starts. Although Hard Knocks has been falling off a ledge recently. I've not been like juiced up to watch Hard Knocks. 10 out of 25 shooting, very inefficient game. Who do you think winning tomorrow in the NBA? I have the Celtics winning. I have the Lakers winning. With or without KD, I don't care. I'm a Lakers fan. I take on any challenge. I'm delusional. I think Hard Knocks starts in August. That's around when college football starts as well. I guess in July we start getting cool tweets. Like players are in pads. You know what else we get? In June, I think we get franchise tag deadline day. That's always a fun day for the Dallas Cowboys. Franchise tag deadline day. leading A block on Get Up. The Houston Texans have franchise tagged kicker Kamari Fairbairn. And I'm like this. Oh! Oh! Just doing unspeakable things in my pants. Oops. Rudy Gobert is the greatest defensive player of all time. Bazooka Joe, this one's for you, dog. Bazooka Joe, this song's for you. Are you still here?
Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Yeah.
I don't have anything to say about the Rudy Gobert comment except for that. The other team I have winning tomorrow night is going to be the Spurs. I think Portland's going to get a game. I think the game is going to be in Portland. I think they might even get 2 games. The game is going to be in Portland, though. I don't see the Spurs dropping tomorrow night's game. Given the fact that that team was color-coordinated like a tropical-flavored box of nerds, that whole stadium was nerding out. Hardcore mode in San Antonio. Big fat fatties dressed in colored t-shirts all over my broadcast. I'm like this. Hey, that looks like a fun basketball town. Oh, I want to go visit for the fiesta. I think that was the point. I think the point is to like see it on my TV and be like, oh, dude, they look like they care about basketball. Huh. That team's probably going to win because they all wearing matching t-shirts. Are the Knicks winning on Thursday? I have the Knicks losing on Thursday, personally. This can sound crazy. I do think it goes back to New York with the Hawks up 3-1. I do think that is what happens. Yeah, I know. I think the Knicks get game 5 at home at the Garden, and then the Hawks put it away at game 6. They win all 3 of their home games. The Hawks do. Why? I don't know. As a Giants fan, my favorite part is where my team actually plays in the preseason. Dude, preseason football happens. I watch 1 quarter, and I'm like, nah, I'm good on this. I'll wait for another 3 weeks. Nothing even played. Oh, you guys didn't hear it? Oh, my bad. It was rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. If you're listening on Twitch or YouTube, you heard it loud and clear. You might have even gone like this. Oh, geez, it's so loud. Most consecutive 30-point home games. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has 10. Donovan Mitchell, 9. But the Gilgeous-Alexander thing is over. This Donovan Mitchell's is still going on. He's had 9 consecutive 30-point home games. How have the Cavs not gotten to the finals yet with Donovan Mitchell as their best player? This is their year to do it, right? We're looking at an Eastern Conference that has some top-line talent and a Boston Celtics team that looks incredibly formidable. But Cleveland is the best team in the East. On paper and on the court, Cleveland's the best team in the East. They have the 4 best players. They have the best twosome. They have the best threesome. And they have the best starting 5, in my opinion, because they got Dean mother-freaking Wade on their team. Thunder in 4, in my opinion. The Yizzler. That sounds sick. I don't see how the Suns can realistically win a game against OKC. They are beyond stacked. I don't think the Suns can win a game either, man. I think that's going to be a 4-0 sweep. I made these predictions before the first round started. I thought the Suns were going to play a little bit more inspired than they did in game 1. We'll see what they look like in game 2. I don't think it's going to look very good, though. Nothing about Phoenix makes me think that that's a good basketball team. The coolest thing Devin Booker's ever done is date Kendall Jenner. Gosh, I'm jealous of him. He's also so freaking rich. It's crazy. NBA money is a different level of money, dude. Who was that? Oh, yeah. Trent Williams signed a fat contract extension with the 49ers, and he's now made $450 million in contract in the NFL. Shohei Ohtani signed a $700 million contract. Steph is making $80 million a year on a 3-year deal. The NBA money is just a whole nother level. NFL athletes do not make nearly the money that NBA and basketball players make, or baseball players. Did you see Mike Evans is going to wear number 5? Mike Evans in number 5? That's kind of tough, right? How are we feeling about Mike Evans wearing 5, guys? Is KD out? I don't know yet. Mike Evans wearing 5 for the 49ers? That's kind of tough. I'm going to go on Twitter right now, Mark, and figure out, not you, Mark, but you, Mark, if Kevin Durant is playing. Have we got an update from Shams? Do you think Shams' girl calls him Shams, or does she call him Tarania? Oh, Shams. Does he have a different name? Reporting for NBA Today on status is updating on the... let's listen to what he has to say. All together now. All together now. All together now.
What do we know about KD's status for Game 2?
Look, Kevin Durant's status for Game 2 is up in the air. And my understanding is Kevin Durant is dealing with a deep bruise in his right patellar tendon that he suffered last Wednesday.
I would never get caught with a deep bruise. Are you kidding me?
During a practice drill when he was chasing after a loose ball and collided that knee with a teammate. And that has since caused swelling.
In practice. Kevin Durant got hurt in practice, guys. I mean, LaFraud, am I right?
Pain, it's impacted his range of motion in the leg as well. And for Kevin Durant to miss a playoff game, that speaks to the severity of the injury in and of itself. And the Rockets, they're optimistic that Kevin Durant...
You know Kevin Durant wanted to miss this game, right? Kevin Durant didn't want to play in this series. Kevin Durant wants to go to Mexico. He wants to go 420 LAZ up in like the Alopecia Mountains. Alopecia Mountains? Are you kidding me? Jordan Walsh is home? Sorry, Jordan.
...is going to be able to return...
Who's the pastronaut? Josh Dobbs' house at Alopecia Mountain?
As soon as Game 2, but it remains to be seen, just depending on how that knee, that leg responds to this deep bruise in the patellar tendon.
Yeah. What?
So this was 9 hours ago from Shams Charania. I haven't really seen an update since. It looks like he was in practice at shoot-around. According to beat reporters, he was not really doing a whole lot other than getting a couple shots up at practice. Right knee heavily taped up. Listen. If Kevin Durant doesn't want to play basketball, he's not going to play basketball. Now, should he play basketball? Yeah, of course. I think he should. I think he absolutely should go out there and do it. But he's also a 38-year-old superstar in the NBA with maybe a year or two left on his legs. He had a good season. Don't get me wrong. A really good season. He doesn't take care of himself like LeBron does. I don't think he's going to have that kind of longevity. He's also so unlikable. He's always going to be 13 years old. Oh, Mike Evans is always going to be 13. It's crazy. They say that you stop aging when you get famous. So LeBron, the reason he's so weird and awkward is because he's 16 years old. Technically, in dog years. What up, dog? I'm going crazy. I'm delusional. I'm Delulu. I'm Valulu. I'm going to be up all night. And here's the trouble, guys. I plan on staying up real late tonight because I'm jacked up on caffeine. I'm going to edit a clip or two after this show. Then I'm going to hop on my Xbox and play some Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm doing a lot of things in Red Dead right now. I'm trying to do the Survivalist Challenge, so I need to, if I'm not mistaken correctly, I need to catch a fish off of a railroad. So I'm going to go to Saint Denis to get that done. On that railroad on the way into Saint Denis. If you're entering from the south, from the west of Saint Denis, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to sit in my bed and watch Game of Thrones till probably 2 or 3 in the morning. Here's the trouble about that. My neighbor across the street, bless her heart. Lakers in 5. Luke, I love you. Kiss, kiss. Go Lake Show, baby. Follow along for more Lakers content, I guess. I'm going to go, like I said, I'm going to watch Game of Thrones till it's late at night, till it's well past my bedtime. Well past, because I'm jacked up on caffeine. Sounds like paradise. The only thing is, my neighbor, Barbara, bless her soul, sweet old woman, knocked on our door on Sunday. I said, hey, Barbara's here. Maybe she's dropping off some cookies. Because from time to time, she does that. Guess what color she is? Ding, ding, ding. She's white. Only white people drop off food. Actually, I don't know. Do black people drop off food at their neighbors' houses? Someone put that on the poll. Bruh. She knocks on the door, and I was like, Dad, what did Barbara want? Oh, wow, okay, Luke just got really racist real quick. Just kidding. But not really. I knocked on the door, I was like, hey, Dad, what did Barbara want? She wanted to inform us that she's tearing out her entire driveway. Oops, not good for Vini. What the hell? 7 a.m. Jackhammering across the street directly into my bedroom window. I was like this. I covered my ears with a pillow. So mad. Stomped out of bed. I was all pissed. I was planning on sleeping for another 2.5 hours. Today, tomorrow morning, they're going to be out back on her driveway, jacking her hammer. Sweet old Barbara. How could they do that to her? And I'm going to be up very, very early at like 7 a.m. I did, though, just explain my evening. My evening consists of going live with you guys, getting jacked up on caffeine, not being able to sleep. So instead of just wasting my day away, I know it's the worst, Hugo. I'm going to be playing some Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm going to Saint Denis. I'm going to catch a fish off of a train track, and then probably another one off a boat. And I need to get 3 throwing knife kills in 10 seconds. I don't even know how I'm going to get that done. Where do I go to do that? I think I'm going to target squirrels. I think I'm going to just try to ride my horse very, very slowly, maybe through Annisburg area, and maybe some squirrels start running out. And I'm able to get 3 throwing knife kills in a row to get Hunter level 5. I believe that's what that one is. I'm also in the process of getting all the legendary fish. I have 11 of 12. The last one I need is up in the Snowy Mountains. I don't feel like going to the Snowy Mountains right now. I just don't. I'm having a nice time in the southern part of the map. Knicks in 6. Hawks in 6. Knicks in 6. Mike Food Review and Christian. Hawks in 6. Crying laughing emoji. Christian didn't watch the game tonight. Knicks in 6. He also didn't watch the game tonight. You think the Knicks... Well, I could see Knicks in 6. Yeah, I can. I also see Hawks in 6. That's why I picked it. That's why I have it. As a Suns fan, we might get done in 4, man. I know, Sebas. Oh, Christian, I'm sorry. I'm just messing around, bro. Do you really think that me saying Hawks in 6 is a crazy take after watching that game? Game 1 wasn't a blowout either, dog. Game on, man. Blah, blah. I think if game 1 was played in Atlanta, Atlanta maybe wins that game. Is that a crazy take? Hawks in 7. I could see it. I'm a Knicks fan, so I refuse to acknowledge the Hawks have a chance. Christian, I love it. I love it, dude. I'm a Lakers fan, and so everyone who's saying the Rockets are going to win, I'm just like, nope, I do not acknowledge you. You do not exist. You've been shunned. What movie is that from? You've been shunned. I feel like Harry Potter had some shunning in it. Are you guys excited for the Harry Potter TV show? Because boy, oh boy, I am. Lord of the Rings is good. Star Wars is good. But baby boy, I'm a Potterhead through and through. I love magic. I want to be a wizard. I'd be a bad wizard. I'd be doing nasty things with my magic powers. I'd be a lot more like the redheaded ginger twins than I would be Harry. My favorite part about Harry is his superpower is that he's brave. And Harry, always been so brave. Oh, that's all I was the whole time was brave? Dude, he was... If you watch that from the jump, Harry was hella brave the whole time. You should watch The Boys. I've never watched The Boys. Is it good? Lex Burns said, is it only me, but I hate that on the Wemby post interview he was giving out evidence for why he's the MVP. It feels so untasteful and looks like he's pleading for it instead of letting the numbers talk. Lex Burns, the other thing that the reporters are doing is they're just drawing him off. They're just like, hey, Wemby, here's something irreverent and quirky. And he's like, yes, I'm very French and I'm European and I'm well-spoken and I speak out against American things and I'm Victor Wembanyama and I can do math. They've propped him up as this intellectual Tibetan monk type being that's beyond basketball. He's cerebral beyond the sport. He's hyper aware of all of his surroundings. He is Victor Wembanyama, but he'll never be LeBron James. Thunder in 4, no. Spurs in 4, no. I don't think there's going to be a sweep in the first round. You heard it right here, first and foremost, on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Unbelievable show tonight in the NBA postgame show. I am live every single night following NBA postseason games. I will be going live during the halftime of the last game of the day. So if you liked this show, hit the follow button, and you can follow my clip account run by my friend XD1 and my mod, my main homie. If you want to follow my main account, it's Take Back with Zach. That is Take Back with Zach, spelled out all lowercase. That is on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. If you want to follow along at all of those places, thank you, Lex Byrne. Very entertaining W. You're the man, bro. If you want to follow along at all of those places, you will get notified when I go live. We also do have a Discord. That can be found in the bio of my Twitch. TikTok people, tomorrow I will not be live from this account. I will not be live from this account tomorrow. So, if you want to watch the show tomorrow, you do have to follow at Take Back with Zach to get the noti and follow along when I do go live. Thank you, XD1. You were the absolute man. You guys are the best. Thanks for all the follows. Thanks for all the love and support. TikTok people, we will see you mañana. 3K viewers. Unbelievable. Crazy day. We did 2K viewers on TikTok in the first show, and then just 3K right now on the night show. YouTube went strong tonight. Shout out to everybody who showed up in the YouTube. We got some fun callers. We got some people saying the N-word per usual. It wouldn't be TBWZ if it wasn't without a hard R or two. YouTube people, thanks for watching the show. We'll see you again tomorrow. And of course, my loves,